Hey everyone, this is Edgar, DJ E-Tronic with American Audio, and today we're going to be talking about the brand new 19 MXR. The 19 MXR is a 4-channel MIDI log mixer with control over MIDI and analog. It features a DSP-D core sound card with a 4-in, 4-out audio interface. It also has balanced XLR outputs, reverb control, as well as full transport and navigation control. The 19 MXR comes with a custom version of Virtual DJ LE, which makes it ready to play right out of the box. We believe the 19 MXR is the perfect fit for a mobile DJ and MC. Alright, so as you see, I have my XLR, power, and USB cable ready to go, so let's set up the 19 MXR. Here I have the mixer, and I'll go ahead and just put the XLR cables in to the left and right side. I'll connect my power, and the 19 MXR now has power, and I connect one side of my USB into the 19 MXR. Then I'll grab my laptop stand. For my laptop, bring in my laptop, and then just connect the USB cable. All right, so last, grab the installation disc from inside the box and simply put that into your computer to start the setup. At this point, follow the prompts on your computer and you'll be up and running in no time. Remember, you can use the 19 MXR as a standalone analog mixer or as a standalone controller like we're gonna do in this video. All right, so let's load some music and walk through some of the features. To go through my folders, I simply just click on the left arrow here, and then I can scroll through my whole library. And once I find a folder that I want to go ahead and select, I'll click over to the right, and then I could go through the tracks in that folder. Once I find a track that I want to load, I simply hit load A or B to whichever deck I want to load it onto. Right now I'll load it onto B, and there my track is loaded. I'll hit play. So there the track is started. The great thing about the 19 MXR is if I wanted to select any of the 3 hot starts, I have 3 cue points here to set those. So I simply just push down on the button and then those hot starts are saved. Just like that. If I wanted to erase those, all I gotta do is push down on the shift button, and once it's flashing, I can go to those cue points and push down on them and they will erase. So let's say I wanted to load another track onto the other side and do some mixing. What I'll do is I'll just select whichever track I want to play, and I'll hit load A to load onto this side and hit play. If the beats are off a little bit, I could always push the sync button, and with Virtual DJ, it'll automatically sync the BPMs together to make my mixing a lot cleaner. If I wanted to do any kind of pitch adjustment, you can do that with the 19 MXR. All you gotta do is push down on the shift and use the hot start 1 or 3. You'll notice there's a minus and a plus. So the minus will obviously slow down the track, just like so. And the plus will speed it up. So that makes it great if I'm using the waveforms to help my beat matching. I could use the pitch adjustment to line up the waveforms even better to get a cleaner mix. So that's the navigator and the MIDI control buttons on the 19 MXR. The 19 MXR features 4 MIDI log channels. With those 4 channels, you have independent gain, treble, mid, and bass EQs, which have EQ kill. You have MIDI assigned control too, so if I wanted to select from a USB source, I could do so, or switch over to analog to control my turntables or CD players. On my MIDI log 4, I have actually 3 options. I have a USB input, my line 4, and also a mic 3, which I'll get to in just a second. You have your headphone control with your cue and your master. So if I wanted a cue, all I gotta do is push down on the headphone symbol for whichever channel I wanna listen to and pre-listen. I could do that. And then of course I got my headphone control. As far as the mic inputs on the 19 MXR, the great thing about these is you have 2 microphone inputs here with gain control, treble, and bass, but what we added is a reverb. So if you're using this as a karaoke mixer or for any kind of performance, I can now add reverb to my vocals, great for singers or just to add a little depth to your voice. And as I was mentioning earlier, on my fourth MIDI log channel, I actually have a third microphone input. So if I wanted to use 3 microphones at once, I could do so with the 19 MXR. The great thing also is you still have 2 filters, which I could use with any analog or MIDI input to add filter to my mix to make my mix even more exciting. All right, so now let's take a deeper look at the navigation on the 19 MXR, as well as the effects, reverb, and sampler. Here we go. So I'll just hit play, and if I want to do any effects, I could just click on the down arrow, and I could go through all of my effects. All the popular effects, virtual DJ features are effects just like flange. And to activate, I just push down on the button. Then if I want to do my double effect, which is just, pretty much like a delay. Then I've got my backspin, which is really cool. So there's that there. Then you got your beat grid, which will do kind of like a beat juggle to your sound, just like this. Kind of a bad sample to do that on, so I'll hit the key point. It works better with drums. So there's the beat grid. Then you have your break, which is just like an old turntable. All right, so now let's demo the filter. To activate the filter, all I gotta do is push down on the filter button, and I could sweep the low pass or the high pass. Low pass to the left, and high pass to the left. And don't forget, navigating with the navigator is actually very easy. If I want to go through my tracks, all I gotta do is click to the right, and as you'll see, I could go through all my tracks. If I want to go through my folders, all I gotta do is simply click over to the left, and now I have access to all of my folders in my library. Now, let's go over the sampler. With the 19 MXR, all I gotta do is push down on the controller mode button in the upper right, and now it uses my 3 hot starts as my sampler triggers. So I have a sample that I preloaded onto 1, which is my air horn, and other samples that I use in my mix. Train sound and my DJ E-tronic sample. All right, so there you have it. The 19 MXR gives you the convenience of going through all of your music and control of up to 3 microphones. It's hard to think about what DJs did before the 19 MXR. I'm Edgar, DJ E-tronic with American Audio. Don't forget to check out www.americanaudio.us for all your updates and product videos. Thanks for watching.